Hello and welcome to the Quiver channel. I am Jason, your host, and I just completed my first test stream on the Linux machine. And it didn't work too badly at all. I mean, really, actually, it was quite good. Still got to sort out a few problems with OBS, like chats doesn't relay to the recording or to the screen because we don't have the browser plugin. Then I need to figure out how to download there is a Linux client for the Restream chat, and I need to know how to install it on Manjaro and get that running. I'll talk to my friend Lynn, my friend Britt, who knows, he is the Linux man. He knows so much about this kind of stuff. And I will be leaning on him heavily to learn how to set all this damn thing up and get it running properly. But we had a stable 20-minute stream playing Pal World, which with epic settings on and there. Remember, I'm doing a worst case scenario when it comes to Linux because I'm using an NVIDIA graphics card. So what would I base functionality on at the moment? I can browse the web. I can vlog. I can upload videos. I can stream. I've got my Discord client. I can talk on there. I've got a mic and audio. I can chat on there. No limitations on that. All of this is working for me at this moment in time. Steam is working with the Proton compatibility layer, the one that's used on the Steam Deck and also on this kind of thing. Freaking amazing. There's been leaps and bounds. Haven't tried installing any of the AI stuff, sort of avoiding it at the moment. But that will be tested later today, and then I'll install Silly Tavern and everything like that. And it's just going to be a slow, very slow, gradual thing. And if I come upon any issues like to do with the hardware, like the main issues I think I'll ever face is using an NVIDIA. And I do want to try to figure out how or if you can set up VR on Linux without having a Windows virtual network. Then, of course, I need to download a budgeting software like Ace Money Lite and transfer all my stuff over from Ace Money Lite, which is the Windows program, onto here and see how that goes. Then I need to figure out if there's a Linux version of Mail Washer. I don't think there is, but there might be something we can run instead because I rely on that a lot. If I could over time move everything from Windows to here, I would be very, very happy. But this has got to be rock solid and completely work 100% before I make that shift. The biggest problem I faced at the moment was not a Manjaro problem, it was a BIOS problem. Because if you try to format your hard drives or your M2s or your SSDs in something like Manjaro, and you haven't turned off all the secure boot settings, and you haven't turned it over from, I think it's CMS or something like that it's called, I can't remember what it's called, but you need to switch it over to UEFI thingy so it'll activate. And then the problem is in this, it didn't give you a good reason of why this would be happening, why it couldn't do it. So I spent a long time last night butting my head against the wall trying to actually install it. Some things are really powerful, and it's like going back to being able to have Windows and a full version of DOS on a system and actually having access to stuff. There's a few finicky things like the Discord client can't play the audio of whatever you're doing. So if you want to stream a game in Discord, people won't hear the music or the audio from the game. That's a weird thing to me. But you can do something. You can cross it over. You can send it to your mic, like with voice meter and that. Oh, I'm tired. So yeah, but things seem to be stabilizing, and it's going better than I thought it would. Like I thought, the problems and crashes I was having yesterday was the Minutes Forum 790 Pro. Well, 780 Pro, 790 Pro, something like that. It's a good system. It's a good little mini PC that will take over the role of the smart side of the big TV in the living room when I shut down my Sky subscription. But for this, it needs to be running Windows, and it needs to be running it'll work with Windows, but you don't want to put something like this on it, unfortunately. So yeah, I'm happy. I'm really actually surprised the lack of major league issues. OBS wouldn't run. Talked about that before though. That was because I'm using an NVIDIA graphics card and I had to uninstall the NVIDIA, one of the libraries to do with NVIDIA, so that OBS would kick in. But I'm going to try to find a different version of OBS. The to-do list is massive. To have everything from my other computer working on this, the to-do list is absolutely massive. I've got this little thing here. This has a massive amount of my games on. My adult games. Now I'm going to go through this and I'm going to copy, because these have got all the patches for the hentai games on. And unfortunately, the patches are exe files, which don't seem to run as well as you would hope they would on thingy. So that's another side to things, because that's another side of stuff. I want all my adult games to have the full patched thingy. The worst case scenario is I can just copy over this entire thing and go, just grab it and go boop, 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 boop. Basically just copy all the files from all these games over the top thingy and just like rerun its Proton compatibility. But then there will be the fully adult versions of the games. This is a test. It isn't a deal breaker, but it's the easiest way for me to test that kind of functionality, because other games that are not adult use patches, that you patch them and mod them. And how's that going to work on a Linux system? So this is the easiest way for me to test that. I need to unplug my camera to do that, because this motherboard's only got one of the really fast thingies that I'm going to have to use. So these are all things I'm going to have to do. It's wonderful, because it's a wonderful project. It's a wonderful project for me to throw myself into. I want to do a video on sleep. Yeah, video on sleep. I'm taking my sleep pattern, changing my sleep pattern, try and function better. So bye-bye for now.